G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kaitlyn and I'm an American living in beautiful Sydney, Australia, and as a lot of my subscribers know, I'm actually going on a trip back home to Philly this year. I'm bringing Mark over and we are so excited to go back. I cannot wait. I've talked about this trip so much in my videos and I want to show you guys some Amazon basics, some stuff that I have been traveling with for years, my tried and true things. So let me tell you guys what every traveler needs. So grab a Bicky, grab a cuppa, and let's get right into this list. So the first thing is a good suitcase. Obviously, if you're backpacking, you don't need to worry about this, but you want a good carry-on suitcase and a good medium-sized checked bag at least. So I'm not going to recommend mine because my old one was like just falling apart on me. I had to get a new set of luggage and I haven't traveled with it yet, so I'm not going to recommend mine, but I will recommend my husband's. So the one he had is from American Tourister. We're going to use that on our trip to Philly as well, and it held up so well in Hawaii. It's a good spinner bag, it doesn't fall over, it's not front or back heavy. It was such a good, sturdy, reliable bag. It went through quite a few flights in Hawaii and it held up so well for us. It still looks practically brand new even after quite a few domestic flights around the Big Islands and the international trip all the way from Sydney to Honolulu and back. I will have the suitcase and everything in this video linked down below for you guys. And if you use the link below, it does give me a little bit of a commission at no extra cost to you, so it does help the channel if you use the links. Next up is a good personal item bag, and for me that's just a backpack. And you want to check what the airlines are using to see what their size dimensions are for personal items, because particularly domestic airlines in the States, they're getting really cheap, they're getting really stingy, and some of them would even consider this a second carry-on bag. So you really need to know what size your airline uses. I've checked and we're going to be flying United pretty much around the entire country, international and domestic, and this works as a personal bag. So as a kid in America, I grew up with JanSport backpacks. And I've had this one for years. I've used it for so many things, and even though it has a little bit of just that used look to it, it still holds up so well. There's no holes, the zipper works great. You get the little front pouch for a little bit of extra storage. Now, there are so many different types of bags, personal bags, duffel bags, purses, that you can use. I think a backpack is great because once you get to your destination, you can throw everything out of it, put it in like drawers and whatnot in your hotel room, and then you have a backpack that you can take with you for day trips. So I highly recommend, if you're going to bring a personal item bag, that you bring a backpack. You don't bring one of those under the seat like roller mini suitcases. You don't just bring a purse, bring a backpack. At least one person who's traveling with you, bring a bag. Now, in my personal item bag, I actually have a purse. So obviously, if you're not a person who carries a purse, skip to the next item, but I absolutely adore this. I haven't used this for traveling yet, but when I saw how many pockets and zippers and little pouches that this had, I'm like, that's going to be perfect. Like, that's going to be so good to go around an entire day. It has so much storage space, you guys. Like, I lose like half my arm reaching to the bottom of this bag. There's so much storage in this. Like, you even have a little zipper in the back. And as always, if you're traveling, get yourself a crossbody bag. You don't want something that's like a tote bag that's going to be slouched over your shoulder and weighing it down the whole time. You're going to hurt your back pretty quickly on trips. You don't want a small clutch bag that you're going to have to carry in your hand all the time. Trust me, get a crossbody bag, and there are ones that are specifically like slash proof. This one is not, but I'm not too worried about like getting a bag slashed in Philly. I was born and raised there, I know what it's like. I do have a crossbody bag that I will link down below for you guys from Travelon. It is strap proof. All of the zippers actually lock together, so it is like a pickpocket proof bag. But for this one, I love that it has different pouches. There's one here for your cell phone, you have something here for your wallet, you got a tiny little one here for maybe some breath mints or some gum or something. I just love that there's so much individual compartments in this. It's so good for storage. If you are traveling on a flight where you're probably going to sleep, I highly recommend you bring a good travel pillow. Not one of those flimsy like $40 ones that they charge at the airport. You want a good, stiff, firm pillow. Something that's actually going to give you support. Something that is really going to like hold your neck up while you're flying. And I've used this one for years. It also came with an eye mask and earbuds that you're going to need. So obviously at this point I've used up the earbuds that they originally gave me, and I've I can talk today. Purchased like one of those 50-pack ones. So I have a few of those in here along with my eye mask. But that was included when I bought my neck pillow. And this thing holds up, you guys. It's nice, it's sturdy, it's comfortable without it being too soft and too lax. I can sleep like as comfortably as you could sleep on a plane with this thing. And to be honest, at the end of the day, you're sleeping in a very, very tight seat in a very uncomfortable space. So you really want to be as comfortable as you can to try to get at least some sleep on a plane. Now, I will say this, if you're just a domestic traveler and you don't really travel overnight, you don't really sleep on planes, you're not going anywhere for long periods of time, don't bother purchasing this. I know it's weird for me to be doing like an Amazon haul video and it's like, buy this but don't buy this. If you don't travel internationally, if you don't take those really long flights, don't waste your money, don't waste the space in your bag on a travel pillow because you're probably not going to sleep. And there's some people who I swear they bring them and then they never use them if they're traveling on short flights. So just don't bother. Save the money if you're only doing short domestic trips. But if you're traveling anywhere where you might be on a plane for like 8 hours or more, invest in a good neck pillow. Now, storage is a big thing for me. I like staying organized. I like keeping things nice and neat. So in my travel bag, I also have this with 2 little portable chargers. Well, one's kind of those typical power bank chargers, and then this one is small, it's light, it's compact. I don't get a full charge of my phone with this one. This was from Anchor, and I don't think they make this mini one anymore, but I absolutely love that. But this case is like great for most power banks. It's going to fit most of them in there. You can fit your cords up here, your charging cables, and I have this extra little thing on here to keep my cords together. So I'm going to show you guys these. These are, I think they're called like easy gear ties or something. It literally just looks like a tiny piece of plastic. There's a wire on the inside and it stays put. Like, that's not going anywhere. It's so easy to keep your cords together with these things. They work so well. I have like a dozen of them in different little compartments in different places to keep all of my cords together when I'm traveling. They're absolutely amazing. 1000% recommend them. Even if you're not traveling, they're a great thing to have around the house to keep your cords bunched together without everything getting tangled, without everything getting lost. Next up on this list are luggage tags, and this could seem like such an unnecessary accessory. It's not so much the luggage tag that I'm trying to show you guys, but get something that will individualize your suitcase. There are so many suitcases out there that look the same these days. Probably like 2 out of 3 suitcases are black, so if you have a black suitcase, good luck spotting it when it's going on that carousel. And more than anything, you want something that other people aren't going to grab your bag thinking it's theirs. It's not so much for you to identify your bag, it's to tell other people, hey, this is not your bag. For me, that is using luggage tags, and this one is a nice blue glittery color, so it's going to pop out. I do have a slightly lighter blue suitcase set now that I got a new one, so I decided to get blue to go with it. And let me give you guys a tip. If you're going to use a suitcase tag, do not put your address on the tag. I know most of the cards that they come with look like this, where it's asking for your name and your telephone number and your address and your email. You're going to be smart and you're not going to put your address when you are not going to be home. Even if you have somebody who's staying at your place and watching it like we are, you still don't want to put your address on one of these tags. If it gets lost, okay, that's a problem right there, because now somebody knows your name, your phone number, your email, and the address where you're not going to be home. But there are people handling your bags pretty regularly, and to be honest, they're going so quickly and so busy that I'm pretty sure most people aren't going to worry anyway. But you never know. There's been problems in airports of people taking things out of suitcases, and you never know who's behind the conveyor belt handling your luggage. So the less personal information they have on you, the better. So what I did, I wrote my full name, my phone number, the country where I live in, so it does say Australia on this, and that's all it says is just Australia, and then my email address. So they're able to get in touch with me if they find my suitcase tag, if they find my lost suitcase, knock on wood that my suitcase doesn't get lost. They're able to get in touch with me on my luggage tag information. That does not mean that they need my home address. So next thing you want to get is a pair of wired earbuds, you guys. With the wire, I know it's so old school and not the trend right now, but with a lot of international flights, when you have that little TV console you can use, They need that 3.5 millimeter cord adapter plug. So you either need to have a pair of wired earbuds or you need to buy a whole different adapter so that way you can use your wireless earbuds. For me, it's a lot easier for me to just use one of these. I keep this in my little travel cord case. I couldn't find my last pair of wired earbuds. I used them for something and they've gone. I don't know where they went. So I picked up another pair. These are from Skull Candy. Very, very reasonably priced. Decent quality for the price too. I think I've been using like the wired Skull Candy earbuds since high school. So good quality, it's a good product, and it's pretty affordable. As always, I will have all of this stuff linked down below on Amazon for you guys to check out. Now, this one's small, but it's worth saying. Get a little travel sewing kit. I mean a little one, you guys. You want something where you're basically just going to have a needle and thread and that little threader to actually pull the thread through the needle. So this one is tiny, like fits in the palm of my hand, super, super small, lightweight. It's going to take up absolutely no room in my suitcase at all. So they had these in small, medium, and large. I got the small one. There's different sizes. You get different colored threads the larger you go. So I just picked up a small one just in case a button falls off or something rips. We have a needle and thread. Next up, and I will be quick on this one because every single person who does Amazon travel videos talks about these. And there's a reason they talk about these. You need travel cubes, you guys. I have 3 different sets of travel cubes. So I have these ones in purple, the exact same ones in blue, and then I have a set of compression bags. So the reason I have 3 is so that way I can mix and match sizes. I'm going to put some in my carry-on, some in Mark's carry-on, a lot of them in my checked bag. And the reason I have a couple compression ones is because I can fit my outfit and one of Mark's outfits all in one bag, compress it up and put this into one of my carry-ons and do the same for his carry-on, just in case we lose our checked luggage and they have to check one of our carry-on bags. At least we have one extra outfit that we can change into while we're waiting to get our luggage sorted. So that's one little travel tip, is if you're traveling with somebody, make sure that you guys each have another outfit in each other's bags. So that way if something happens the next day, you guys can travel and change and feel a little bit fresher. But these are so good. You get so much more room in your bags if you guys use packing cubes. Like, I've done it without packing cubes. I've done it with just the compression cubes. I've done it with like the full set, and they're so absolutely worth the money, you guys. And you can get some really cheap ones on Amazon. I will link the ones that I use down below. The compression cubes are a little bit more, but they're still really affordable. I've had these for years and they've held up so well. This one, we're going to keep it short and sweet. You need sunscreen wherever you go. Even if you're not going to a warm tropical climate and you're going on a winter vacation, bring sunscreen. I like this one because it's sprayable. It's SPF 50, which is going to be pretty good when we're going over to Philly. The UV rays isn't terrible there, but we are going in the middle of summer, so get yourself a good sunscreen. This I have not used yet, you guys, but I think this is going to be great for those shorter domestic flights we have, because you don't always get entertainment on those domestic flights. Sometimes you need to bring your own, and you don't want to be carrying your phone in front of your face for like 4 or 5 hours if you have a slightly longer domestic flight. So this just clips to the tray table on the seat in front of you. You can put your phone in there, hands-free, and just watch whatever movie, whatever TV show, whatever YouTube videos that you want to catch up on. I think this is such a great idea. I was able to get this for like 12 bucks on Amazon, you guys, so keep an eye out for this. If it's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, wait till it goes down, because I was able to get one of these for me and one for Mark for like $11 and change each. So hold on if this is like priced at 30 bucks, because it will go back down, I'm sure. This is a small little thing, but for your sunnies, for your eyeglasses, get an extra little pouch like this. Obviously, if you're carrying around much more expensive sunglasses than these, like say maybe Ray-Bans or something, you're probably going to want to get an actual hard case too. But get one of these if you're going to throw them in your purse or in a bag somewhere, just to keep the lenses and the little arms on here from scratching. Now these are like super cheap Amazon sunglasses I got back in the States. I don't even think you can get these on Amazon online here, but just to make sure that they don't scratch when I go to throw them in my new crossbody bag, I have these little pouches. It just keeps them protected, keeps them from getting scratched or dented, and you get like 4 of these in a pack. Absolutely worth it. So this one is for anybody who travels with makeup. So this thing is small. It's tiny, it's compact. I'm able to travel with minimalist makeup. I know there are some people who bring these giant bulky box bags with them, and carry just about everything in there. For me, this is enough to get me through 2 weeks. Like, I'm not going to worry too much about doing a full face of makeup every single day when we're running around in the summer. So here I've got some brushes and whatnot. I've got some brushes down there. Up here it gives you a little zippered pouch, so I have some makeup remover wipes. I have a set of nail clippers. That's another thing I'll link down below for you guys. Nail clippers, just get a separate set for traveling so you're not bringing the ones from home. Trust me, it makes things so much easier and so much better. You even have a little travel mirror if that's your thing. I almost never use that, but at least I know it's there and it's good to have. And down here we have plenty of storage, you guys. So I have my mascara and my eyeliner and concealer and lipstick. I have little things of perfume, foundation. I have a little eyelash curler that's in here. I've got a little bit of everything crammed into this bag. Also another thing, that no matter what you do, whether you wear makeup or not, bring a nail file just in case. But I'll probably do another video of just what's in my makeup and toiletry bags when I travel, you guys, because there's so much good stuff that I want to share with you that would make this video entirely too long. But one little extra thing that I do, I have a lot of little perfume samples. I have those thrown in here too. So this bag holds a lot for me. I don't bring the giant makeup palettes with me. I don't bring a huge variety or selection. I have enough for a full face of makeup if we decide to go out for a nice dinner one night or two. This one, again, we'll keep this short and sweet. You need a clear toiletry bag to get through customs, you guys, especially if you're going into the States. So get yourself a clear toiletry bag. You don't want some of those like super fancy mesh ones. This one, it's the biggest size that you can get that's able to go through TSA. It's clear, there's no issues, and I've had this sort of stuff for years. It holds up well. So one more thing that I will mention are these little squeezy tubes. So mine has a huge pack that came with it. So I've got like the little thing of moisturizer that I'm going to use for 2 weeks. I've got a thing of conditioner because I have to wash my hair practically every day. So I have this huge pack. I mean, there's stuff for shampoos and conditioners and lotions and whatnot. So I'm obviously not using all of them, but all of my liquids are in here. It's good to go. And it's just going to be so much easier going through the line knowing that I've followed the rules and don't have to worry about possibly throwing anything away. Get yourself a case if you are going to be bringing a checked bag. This is for my larger products. There are some liquids in here, but this is going in my checked bag, so I don't have to worry about that 100 milliliter rule or 3.4 fluid ounces rule. So again, I have some more makeup wipes. I've got hair stuff in here. I'll probably do that toiletry video to show you guys everything, but there's so much space in here. Like, I've crammed so much stuff in here and still have room, you guys. So I definitely recommend getting one of these, especially one that has a hanger so you can actually hang it up somewhere in your bathroom. I've had this one for years. I brought it to Australia the first time when I traveled here back in 2019, and I still use it when I travel. It's such a good bag. It holds up so well. Trust me. And they have a few different patterns to this too. So get yourself a good hanging toiletry bag. So along with toiletries, I don't really fall too much into the travel size gimmicky stuff, but it does help for some products. So here I have a small thing of toothpaste. This whole case came in one. So I have a small thing of toothpaste, a toothbrush that already has a little plastic clear travel thing on it, so you don't even need to buy those plastic travel caps. A little thing of dental floss, and then a travel size thing of toothpaste. So I'm going to end up taking all this stuff out of my pouch now that I've shown you guys and put it into a mix of my hanging toiletry bag and my clear plastic get it through the TSA line bag, because I know me, I'm going to want to brush my teeth at some point when I'm on the plane. 15 hours on the plane without brushing my teeth, that's just so gross. Now this one is a little bit extra, you guys, so I'm bringing mostly dresses with me just because I like wearing sundresses, I like flowy dresses in the summer, and I like being comfortable, so that way they're not like crammed into my suitcase the whole time. I have these little travel hangers that I'm bringing with me. I brought these to Australia before and they hold up so well, and they fold up so tiny. So I will do a pack with me to show you guys where I pack these. I think this came in a pack of 10. But I will show you guys where I pack these in my suitcase as well when I do a pack with me going to Philly. But trust me, I know it seems so small and extra, and some hotels do have a few hangers, but we're going to an Airbnb. They probably only have like 2 or 3 hangers like most Airbnbs do. So having a couple extra hangers with me for my clothes is going to be great. And finally, you can laugh at me for this if you want, but I have these gold eye pouches. So there are some people who will bring like a full sheet face mask onto a plane just to try to stay hydrated. The reality is, if you're not drinking a lot of water a couple days beforehand, you're going to be dehydrated on the plane no matter what you do, no matter what sort of sheet mask you put on. But just to make sure that my eyes stay a little bit hydrated, because they can get so dehydrated, more than the rest of my skin. So I have two that I'm going to be bringing with me, one for my flight over to the States and then my flight back to Sydney. So obviously I will be drinking plenty of water beforehand, but this just helps a little bit more with the dehydration that you get on a plane. Keep my eyes just a little bit fresher and just stops it from drying out a little bit more. So I think these are worth a go. I've never really used one of these on a plane before, but I think that this is going to be a great little tip for traveling for so long, because I've noticed after traveling back and forth a few times that my eyes get super dry. So I think this is going to be a nice little way to fix that. And because there's a little bit of liquid that you can see in here, I'm going to be putting these in my clear travel bag. I'm not going to be just throwing these anywhere. I want to make sure that, again, with the liquid rule, that they're not going to end up confiscating these. So that's it for this little Amazon travel haul video, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below, do you want me to do a part 2? Because I still have so much stuff to show you guys, like so many good things and great products off of Amazon. That's it for this video, you guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. Let me know if you want me to do a part 2. I so appreciate the support, you guys, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Bye.